everybody, I'm KK.
I'm Kristen.
Together we are
KK Crochet.
Welcome back, and today is a Happy Mail video, and actually it's Happy Mail that's not hats, which we consider that Happy Mail too, the hats, but this is personal Happy Mail, I guess you could say. So the first part I'm going to show you is from Rose at Rose Likes Crochet, and it came in a purple envelope because if you know, you know. Rose is a purple girl, and then it came in a purple bag. I love Rose. These are actually winnings. This was from Litsa's birthstone cow, and so I had submitted every month, well, almost every month this year. One of them, I think my wires got crossed and I forgot to submit, and so this past month, yeah, the past month I won. And so these are stitch markers. That was the prize from Rose. Let's see if I can show you. Okay, so you have, well, let's start over here. This is the blue, or that is for September. And then this is for Coco. Well, this is for Coco, which is Litsa's, it was Litsa's fur baby that we love so much. And then there's a skein of yarn, which is backwards. I thought it looked funny. And then there's this one, which, let's see if I can get it to hold still, which you can't really tell on there, but I'm telling you, it has blue in it, but it also has reflections of pink, and my birthstone is for October, which is, I've always been told Rose Zero Cone, but I think Litsa had said on Coco's Crochet that it is Terillium now, they're calling it. But anyway, it's a pink. It's a clear, like, pink, and it looks blue on here, and it is blue, but when you pull back and you're looking at it, it also reflects kind of pink sometimes. So I love that. Thank you, Rose, and thank you, Litsa. That is so special. I will cherish those. And I love these little things like this that hold them all together, and then you don't lose them. I actually have one that's made like a bracelet, and I love it. Okay, and let's see. Then, oh, this is from Jerry. Okay, so, was there a card? I thought there was a card. Huh?
I think in the very bottom.
In the very bottom there's a card. I'm missing it.
I think.
I thought there was a card. Yeah, because I know there was a card. Maybe we'll run across it and all this stuff. But I can tell you pretty much what it said. Jerry challenged me. Well, we were talking out live, and she said that she was going to do a scrap GAN C2C, and I said I would love to do that with you. So we're doing it together. We're inviting you to join us. And she said, I said I don't have scraps. I'll just pull from whatever I have in my stash already and just pull bits and pieces off. And so, let me show you what mine looks like so far. I pulled my first color, and it looks like this. There you go.
Baby pink.
And I promise I pulled it randomly. I didn't even look. So that's what it looks like I did the first one. But when she sent me this with a card that said that she had these in her stash and thought I might enjoy them to use in my blanket. And when she sent me all these, thank you, Jerry, by the way, I had an idea that maybe I don't have to have big blocks of color like this. If I want it to be scrappy looking, I can just have little blocks of color like this, here and there throughout. And I love that. I love that idea. So there's a whole box in here of little scraps that I can use to add to the blanket, and I love that. There's some yellows, and I'll just show you like this. You can see there's a whole box of them, and so those are going to be added to my scrap can just randomly, and we'll see how that goes. And then this thing. So that's what my scrap can looks like so far. Ta-da! And I haven't done anything else on it, and the reason it looks like that is because I've been working on other things, and so I will try to pick that up sometime today, maybe and add just a little bit. And since, since Halloween will soon be here, while we're in this video, I'm going to let Kristen share with you what she's been doing for Halloween, because Kristen's been schooling and working and hasn't had a lot of time to do a lot of other things. But I'm going to let her share with you what she has been doing for Halloween, and then we're going to show you a couple of things, because she did make something for Halloween.
What do you mean what I'm doing for Halloween? What I did over the weekend?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so there is a local haunted farm here. It's about an hour away. So me, my dad, and my brother went, because that's not Mom's thing. And we got there right when the gates weren't even open yet, and there was a line a mile long. So we got in, and then they did, like, all of the actors came out and did a parade through the thing. And I had never been there when they had done the parade before, when they opened. And it was really cool because they did, like, the national anthem and everything. And it's a lot of fun. So then we were some of the first people who got to go through. And it was awesome. They have changed. The last time I went to this one was probably 3-4 years ago. And they have changed it a lot for the better. It is a lot longer than it used to be. Last time I got through like 30 minutes, and it was about an hour to go through. I'm trying to remember everything. They now have a lake, so you have to go across like a bridge, and that was not very fun because my brother decided to jump.
Swinging bridge.
Yeah, one of those swinging bridge over the water. My brother decided that it was going to be funny when we got on the bridge to like sway it and jump, and I was running across the bridge because I wanted off my fin as soon as possible. My dad and brother the whole night kept like growling and making sounds to try and scare me. So we got to this one part of the corn maze, and this dude jumped out and scared me, and I'm like, haha, funny, and I kept walking. And all of a sudden I hear growling beside me, and I think it's my brother. So I turn around, and I realize it's not him, and out of instinct, just hit him. I felt bad, but then he said I wasn't very bright, so...
I told her that was reverse consequences.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I made friends with one of them, because he jumped out and scared me, and he said, is it because I'm ugly? Like, just playing around. I'm like, I can't even see you. And he's like, I'm just misunderstood. There was a lot. It was just really fun. I ran into one of the girls I went to high school with. She was working up there. It really freaked me out because it was one of those tunnels that spin, and when you walk through, it makes you dizzy. And she jumped down and said my name, and I was like, who are you? And then I realized it was her. And I was like, oh, okay.
Because the whole gist of it is they like to learn your name and then taunt you as you go through the thing.
Yeah.
So.
I had several actors ask for my name, but it wasn't around her, so I was like, how do you know my name? But then I realized it was her. And I worked with her and went to school with her since elementary school. And she worked at the same job that I used to, so.
And if you want to look them up on, I think they're on YouTube, and you can also find them on Facebook, so you can kind of see what they're about. What's their name again?
Miller's Haunted Nightmare Farm.
Yeah. And it's one of our, well, he used to be one of our state representatives, and now he's something else in government. I don't know. But he's the one that runs it. It's his family. And at Christmas time, they used to do a Christmas house with lights that dance to the music. But they no longer do that because they do the state fair lights at Christmas time. And I've shared those with you guys every year for the past so many years that we've driven through. And I've shared videos and pictures for you guys to see. So,
but they're awesome. I had a great time.
Yeah. Okay, so we had to pause for a second because I dropped my phone, and we wanted to show you what we made. So the grandbaby, her mama decided that she wanted her to dress up as Wednesday for a trick-or-treat thing that was going on locally, and like a trunk or treat, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. So she asked Kristen to make a wig that looked like Wednesday, and she asked me to make thing. And so that's what we did. And so we'll see if you can see here. Yeah. So thing is on her shoulder. Yeah. So we just thought we'd kind of share that. I don't share a lot about her. Definitely don't share her face or her name, but wanted to share what she looked like for trick or treat, and you know, the things that we were asked to make for her. I think they turned out super cute. Definitely pushed me out of my comfort zone. Thing is not easy. But it is easy, but it's not easy for me. It's a lot of little parts. You make all the fingers, then you sew them together, and then once you get that done, it's not too hard to build the hand, and then you have to stitch all the scarring on. It is a YouTube tutorial, and I will try to remember to link that. What about the hat?
The hat I made up. She sent me a picture of one that she had found, and I tried to find one, but all the ones I found weren't the one that she wanted. So I made a basic hat that I thought would fit her head, and then you actually ended up doing the bang part because I couldn't figure that out.
We used a basic hat pattern, she did, but we used the chart from the Crochet Crowd, which I'm telling you, it's wonderful. And I think we did it for a 1-year-old.
It was for a 1-year-old.
And so we measured the crown and made sure it matched what the crown said, and then we measured the height of the hat, but took it back a little bit because we knew her bangs had to be up here. And so she did as she got up close to here, she did a double crochet, a half double crochet, a single crochet, and was a slip stitch, I think.
You did like a front post something.
Yeah, I did a double, a half, a single, and I think a slip stitch, and then I did a single crochet, front post single crochet in the row below. So down below lower, so it would cinch it up and give it like a peak right there,
I can
a
figure
reverse
that
peak.
out because I was stressing out because I waited till like the day before she needed it to make it, and then I cut super long pieces of yarn. I think I made 20 strands on each side, doubled over, so technically like 40, and then I just braided it and tied it off.
So once I did the single crochet, front post single crochet though, then you had to do a
single,
half, it was double, half, single, front post single crochet in the row below, single, half, double, and that made the V pattern here. And so other than that, it's a basic hat. It was, super simple, easy to work up, and which I didn't do it, but it's easy to work up. And basic hat meaning just doubles, and you increase till you get the crown size that you need.
With 10 stitches, and actually my tension was off that day. You can ask Mom. I don't know if it was because I waited till the last minute. I was stressed out about getting it done, but my tension is normally super loose, and I ended up having to do 60 stitches because my tension was so tight. And
you were using a G hook.
I was. I normally use a
smaller
hook.
Yeah. So it turned out really good, and we now know that we can use that pattern, or not that pattern, but that formula. Yeah, template from the Crochet Crowd. And I say this about everything when we make hats and stuff, that's a good template to use, and if you're looking for specific sizes. Now, when you're sending hats to us, just make them for an adult, because the kids can wear them too, unless we have babies, and we do have people who made for babies already, so yeah, I think we'll have plenty for that. I say just make for an adult, and that way they cover from like 5 or 6-year-old all the way up, and that way you cover the majority of the people. And yeah, I think that's what works. So that's all we have for today. Don't forget to be kind, because
you don't know anybody else's journey.
And please let us know down below what you're working on. That's how we got into this thing about making a scrap cam, because I asked what somebody was working on. I'm like, oh, I want to do that. So we'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.